Okay, so let's take example of a cup. This is my favorite cup. So every morning tea, evening tea, I want in this cup only. That doesn't mean that in this cup coffee or a tea tastes differently. It's just that I am fond of it. And similarly, each one of you or your parents or your brothers, sisters would be fond of their own cup. Sometimes cup becomes identity of people also. Let's get back to understanding how these cups are actually designed. So for example, different sizes, a small cup, big cup, and everybody has its own size. Different colors, we all are particularly fond of colors, and therefore we get cups in different colors. Simple. Different shapes, smaller, bigger is one thing, but cylindrical and round shape, and all these things are also different shape. If you get more aesthetics and people who are more artistic, they'll find out different shapes that have been kept. Typically, if you go to big restaurants and all, you'll find this kind of cups. Still, it's fairly simple. For little ones though, the cups will be totally different. It will have its cap and stuff like that, and this is just one picture of that. There are thousands and more examples of how cups are designed for the little ones. In fact, some of these manufacturers also give us an opportunity to design our own cup. You can have your picture, you can have pictures of your favorite cricketers and stuff like that, and you can design it. You can have a nice message, logo, stuff like that, and also that can be done. So these are multiple ways cups can be designed. Okay, but let's understand what gets into the details of designing. I mean, it appears to be a fairly simple product. Cup is a cup, but let's understand what exactly gets at the back of it. And this is a complete anatomy of cups. For example, the mouth width, how big that cup should be. That is something which really decides in terms of what is the effect of aroma that you want to give to the person who is drinking, because more the area, more the aroma of the coffee or the tea that the person is having. The second one is volume, how big that should be. So some people want a small one, some people want a bigger, higher quantity of tea or a coffee. So the volume also matters. The thickness of the wall really matters in terms of the temperature, because thicker the one, obviously you will not be able to feel the cup hot from the outside. Typically that's very important, because people want those kind of temperatures to be sensed properly, and therefore that wall thickness becomes very important. Most of the times you see cups are made up of glass, and that's why they are insulators, but nonetheless we still find it hot. Lip shape also becomes very, very important on the right hand side, if you see, because the width and the wedge of the cup, of the mouth, which is let's say this portion also is important, because that gives a convenience. Sometimes if it's thicker, then people burn their lips. So that much amount of detailing gets into designing cup. External shape, the look and feel and all, and we saw a lot of shapes around us. And the internal shape, because that's also very important, how the entire tea or a coffee is going to go. So on the outer side, the cups looks fairly simple. What's the kind of big deal about it? But when you get into designing of a product, there are so many minute details that one has to get into and understand from a user perspective as to what exactly they want. And that is how the product gets designed. And that's not all, because these are not the only needs people have. I mean, take a coffee and drink it. That's not the only thing that they have. So therefore we need to understand their needs of this coffee drinker or a tea drinker. So let's find out what these user needs are about, and can we start building on this product? Can we improve the design of the product so that it meets the needs of the people? So let's identify those needs, and let's then build design of a cup in such a way that it satisfies the needs. So let's look at that in the subsequent video.